know, there's many that everybody keeps offering to buy from me. No, it's not the Spyderco Bug. It's actually the Bradley Kimura 2. So this knife, I guess, must be kind of like a unicorn because I get a bunch of messages, and by a bunch I mean not like, 25 a day, but a fair amount of messages of people asking, hey, are you going to sell this? Hey, can I buy it for you? Hey, how much do you want for it? And as much as I'm flattered, about getting all these messages, if I was going to sell it, I'd put it up for sale somewhere, but I'm not. I didn't know that these things were that sought after though. I mean, it's kind of odd because they're a good butterfly knife. I mean, or balisong, sorry, got a proper name. They're a good balisong. I like mine. Everyone should like theirs if they have it. They're not magic, I mean, they cost about $80, and they have a new version of this, which is around $100. Made by Bear & Sons, I believe. The originals here were made by Kershaw. I might be mistaken, but that was my understanding of it. They got a new model of this out. I mean, it got some G10 liners. It doesn't exactly look the same way. I'm not sure about the quality. Hey, if someone wants to send me one of those, or if there's like a knife company out there that wants to send me one, and I'll do a promotion on it. Hey, I mean, I'm all up for that. Free stuff is always fun. But nah, seriously, someone hit me up. I want a free knife. But so I can't speak to the quality of the new ones. I mean, the old ones, this thing's rock solid. This literally rock solid. Thing's made of all steel. It's screwed together. It's not pinned, which was a big reason why I got this one over like a cheap pinned balisong. This one is just rock solid. There's nothing weak feeling about it. Now, comparing it to like a Benchmade 51, Benchmade 51s are still awesome. Okay, I love the 51s, but it's definitely a lot lighter weight. I mean, it feels like if one of these was to break, it would beat a 51. I mean, I'm not dissing the 51. I'm just saying the Bradley Kimura is just this is gonna survive the end of the world, the apocalypse. There's nothing to go wrong on it. Nothing can break. It's not going to break. I mean, I personally don't like it because of the heavy weight. It does weigh a lot, and I'm not a huge fan of heavy balisongs, and I prefer something more for EDC, which, the 51's really good at that because it got a pocket clip and it's lightweight and everything. But as far as a flipper goes, I mean, I know a lot of flipper guys like the heavy knife. But so getting back to the whole thing of everyone wants to buy it from me, I'm kind of interested. Put down in the comments below what you'd pay for a Bradley Kimura 2, because I've actually never looked up on the secondary market how much it actually go for. Now, I know originally I think I bought mine for 80 or so from Blade Ops. I mean, that was years ago. It was probably back in 2001. No, I'm kidding. 2010 probably. It's probably 2010 I bought it for $80. I just said that, repeat information. And then they had a bunch of other versions of this, like the Bradley Kimura 3, 4, 5. I don't know how high they went. And then they were smoking crack like me. I mean, I don't smoke crack. Everyone thinks I do. They also had black coated versions of these guys, which those were cool. I was gonna pick up one of those, but I just never did. I wanted the Bradley Kimura 3 with the Tanto blade, but I mean, this one's good, and it seems like it's the most sought after out of all of them. I mean, everyone keeps asking if I'm gonna sell it. I mean, in my knife collection videos and videos I put up on this in the video, I did a review on this a couple of years ago. This is actually the first video I made was on this knife, so that's kind of a little fun factoid there. But in the actual video review that I made of this guy, I stated, hey, I'm not gonna sell it. And people were like, are you gonna sell it? I'm like, no, I just said I'm not gonna sell it. So it's kind of one of those things, it's kind of a pain in my rear now because everybody wants it. And I mean, it's kind of nice having such a sought after knife, but I'm like, this isn't the rarest thing I own. I mean, I have a Phantom Steelworks Skinwalker, which are Chris Martin don't exist anymore to all my knowledge. No one can get in touch with him. He's been absent for years. Oh, shocker, we're back to this view. I got bored of just looking at the knife. I kind of wanted to, show it off on screen with my awesome face. I'm terrible at butterfly knife tricks. That's the thing. I shouldn't be owning one of these things. I'm terrible at balisongs. It's kind of why do I even own this? Don't know. It's kind of it serves someone else better, but it's mine. But yeah, so getting back to what I was just saying, before I cut myself off rudely, I'm so rude to myself. I have a bunch of other knives that are technically rarer than this. I got a Strider, okay? I got some Microtechs, some discontinued Microtechs. I've got Warren Thomas Baby Bushido prototype. Said the Phantom Steelworks Skinwalker. I got some Blade HQ exclusives like the Quaken and the copper and carbon fiber. Their Yojimbo 2 with the natural G10 handle. But yet everybody wants this knife. Everybody wants a Kimura. And it's kind of strange. I'm like, why? What is it about this knife that people want? Is it just because the butterfly knife enthusiasts are rabid dogs and they need to get their specific? I mean, I'm not making fun of. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody in the knife community, okay? But it just seems like balisong collectors are they need a specific balisong, They can't just go with any. Like, any ballad song is fine. Like, you can flip either of these. You know, 51s are, I have 3 of them because I'm an insane psychopath, but they're readily available. You can buy these anywhere. And I mean, I love mine. I mean, they flip great, you know, as far as flipping what I do, you know, I mean, they're fun and they work great. But everybody wants a Kimura. Everybody and their dog. And I don't know why, and it's confusing. So I want to know. Someone leave a comment down below why everybody's after the Kimura. Why is everybody after this knife? And how much would you pay for it? I'm just curious. I just kind of need a reference of what people would be willing to pay for this thing. Not saying I'm going to sell it, but it would kind of be interesting of what I could actually get for it. You know, because if I had to put a price on this right now, I bought it for 80, but with the rarity and it seems like the demand of it, I'd probably put at least 300 on it. 3, maybe 4. If it's rare and people want it, and you can pay the price. Plus mine's in great condition too. Because I carried it like once or twice and I haven't really used it. I mean, I did cut myself with it. Like, I stabbed myself really bad with it. So it does have some of my DNA on the tip. Which the tip is really sharp. The hell, it's not gonna focus on it because I have it at face auto tracking. But the tip is sharp, just trust me on that one. The tip is very, very sharp. I guess I can see the draw to the more weight because you can do slower movements and it's a little more, I don't know, like smooth because you have all that weight, you have more inertia. Whereas like the 51, you have to be whipping it around. But yeah, so that's my rant on this guy. There was literally no point to this video. It was just me ranting about how people want this knife. You can tell I'm bored. This is what happens when I go on vacation. I'm only 2 days into my vacation. You get a lot more coming from me this week.